So again, good morning everyone. And the 12th class business studies marketing chapter we were doing. And till now we have done the functions of marketing, features of marketing, concept of marketing. Then we started with the marketing philosophies, all the philosophy we did. Then we did marketing mix. We started with the marketing mix, and I told you that there are four variables in marketing mix. Which four variables I told you? Yes, that are price mix, product mix, place mix, and promotion mix. And we started with only product mix, means the different products which the seller is going to prepare. So it will be involving all the sellers which a producer is going to prepare, all the products, sorry, which the seller is going to produce. Like I have given you many examples. I had also given you many examples, students. So now and there we did about many things about the product mix, and I told you that three important decisions are taken in product mix. Which three important decisions are there? First decision, that is about the branding, and in branding I told you about the brand name. Yes, one thing I want to make you clear that many students are still coming to the class, and make sure after starting the class within next 2 minutes I'll be locking the class. So if you people are coming late on daily basis, then you will not be allowed to enter. Okay, students. So now we can start. That in product mix we started with the branding, labeling, and packaging. So till now we have done branding and packaging in previous two classes. So today we have to start with labeling. So what is the label? That is the most important. Labeling is the most important function of the product mix, as label is the only medium which gives all the information to, regarding the product to the consumer. So labeling is concerned with the designing the label to be put on the package. So label is an information carrier which will be containing all the information regarding the product. What type of information you see on the label of different companies' product? We see different type of products, like different type of information on the product, like for example we can say like MRP, expiry date, batch number, ingredients, how to use the product, instructions, guidelines about the product, and batch number, quantity. All these are the important information, and if any promotional scheme is there like buy one get one free, that is also put on the label. And where the label is put? On the package of the product. So we can say labeling is a part of packaging. After putting the package, preparing the package, we have to just design the label on that package. So labeling means putting the label on the product. Not only putting, it also includes the designing. So labeling is concerned with designing the label to be put on the package. Okay, students. So labeling means designing the label or putting the label, not only the designing, to putting also to the package. So label may vary from a simple label, may be a simple tag, or it may be a descriptive form in complex graphical designing, in like on chips, Lays chips packets, or we can say on the chocolate or any other such type of product. Many products are like on the juice packets, we can see the label. So that is the graphical label on which the different graphics are used. That is a complex label. Many type of information is given. Like if we are going to the market to buy a bread, suppose a branded bread, that is a harvest bread or any other bread, then a very complicated label is given. Designing work is done on the packet of the label. Everything is mentioned on the packet of the label. Then that is the graphical or the complex label. But now if we are purchasing a bread from a bakery itself, that is the bread produced by that baker itself. So there we can see that a plain poly bag, bread is wrapped in a plain poly bag, and no more much information is there, no complex or graphic label is there, just a simple tag in that packet, and which that packet what is written: manufacturing date, expiry date, price, quantity, and the name of that bakery. And mostly the ingredients may be also there. So simple tag is there in the form of a which is attached, or we can say which is pasted on that poly bag. It is not made on that poly bag, which is pasted on that poly bag. So such type of labels are known as simple labels, simple tags, in which no designing work is done, only the required information is given. So what is the required information on the label? Most important information, that is the MRP of the product, batch number of the product, expiry date, manufacturing date, as well as ingredients, green dot or red dot, that is also displayed on the breads, even on the bakery breads. And uh, sometime instructions maybe where we have to keep them in refrigerator, keep away from sunlight or heat. All these such type of instructions are also given on the label. So after branding or packaging our product, we have to draw the label of our product. Okay, while doing the project work also you have to draw your label. Now what are the functions of labeling? Means what are the different functions which are performed by the label? So first important function which I have told you earlier, that label is an information carrier. Label is an information carrier means it specify the information given on the product. So this function is known as describe the product and specify the content. So I think this is very much clear, this function, that label gives complete information about the product. Describe the product means each and everything about the product, when it is manufactured, by whom it is manufactured, by whom it is marketed by, what is the toll free number, what is the batch number, each and everything. And specify its contents. Contents means the ingredients by which the product is prepared. It is also mentioned on the product. So label describe the product and specify its content. So we can say in short that it gives a complete information package is known as a label. So example, we can see that the Maggi noodles we are buying, Maggi soups, or any other product, whatever the product in your day-to-day life you are purchasing, on that product you must have seen the label. Today's class, one thing you can do, just whatever the packets are laying in your home, whether they are of spices or the Maggi packets or the juice bottles or the cans, just take any of the product, any one or two product, and just read the label of the product, so that you people may be aware about the label, that what type of informations are given on the label, because you have to also prepare a label for your product. So you must have to read the label of the product to get the information, designing of the label, how the labels are designed. Second, identification of the product or brand. In label, you can easily identify the product or brand, because the product name as well as the brand, with which brand the product is actually related, is mentioned on the label. So labeling helps in identification of the product from the various products available in the market. Sometime with the color of label also we can identify the product. The information provided by the labels include name and address of the manufacturer. Suppose all the chocolates comes in blue color package, then how you will be able to identify the Cadbury chocolate or any other chocolate, just that this particular chocolate is Cadbury chocolate or this is from any other brand, because everything is mentioned on the product. So we can easily identify the Cadbury chocolate from the various chocolates kept in the shelf of a shop by the color of its label, because Cadbury chocolate comes in purple color, the label. Grading of the product. First function, describe the product. Second, identification. Identification function, I told you that in all the three things, in branding too it was there, then in packaging too it was there, then in labeling again, because it means uh, with all these three important decisions we will be able to identify the product. Okay students, so third is the grading of the product. Grading means classifying the product. Classifying means making the group of similar nature products. So by only with the help of labeling, we can do the grading of the products. How? Like shampoos, L'Oreal Paris shampoos comes in different categories like normal hair, dry hair, hair fall. The packaging of all the shampoo is same. Even the sometime the color of the packaging is also same. So how you can find out that this particular shampoo is for which type of hair? Just by reading the label. Similarly, Hindustan Unilever Limited provides different type of tea like green label, red label, yellow label. So different type of tea is there, and how you can going to differentiate the one grade tea from the other grade tea just by reading the label or by the color of the label. Okay, so it also provides the grading of the product, means classifying of the product. Next, helps in promotion. Promotion and identification. These two functions you have to write in all the three important decisions. Packaging, branding and identification. Promotion, because everything carefully designed label can attract attention of the customers and stimulate them to buy the product. How? Because on the label itself, the promotional schemes and the tagline of the product is mentioned. Like buy one, get one free. How you have to you have come to know about this scheme because that is mentioned on the product itself and where it is mentioned on the label itself. So that is the part of the label. So it promotes the product just by watching all these things on the product itself, like taglines, दाग अच्छे हैं, चमक ऐसी, नए जैसी, और बालों में दम, life में है fun. All these are the tagline of different products. You have to also select a tagline. You have to also design a tagline for your product. Tagline is the main line which will be telling a USP of your product so that the customer is attracted towards your product. Not only the tagline, the schemes etc. are also mentioned on the label. Like save rupees 10, pack of Dettol shaving cream mentions 40% extra free, 10% extra free, 33% extra free. Such type of promotional schemes are always printed on the label. So it helps in the promotion of the product. Last important function of the labeling is the providing information required by law. Sometime, or rather we can say on mostly product, it is mandatory to put a label, especially if the products are edible products or the beverages, which can be a danger to our health, or the cosmetic, which can damage our life or health. So on such product, it is mandatory by the law to put a label, like on all cosmetic products, on all toothpaste, FMCG products, or we can say on all medicines. It is compulsory by the law to put a label. So if a producer is providing all this information on the label, so their main motive is to fulfill the law requirement because it is required by law. They are not doing it by themselves. Law has mentioned then such type of products cannot be sold without a label. Moreover, Consumer Protection Act, which right, can you tell me which right is fulfilled by providing label on the product? I told you they are in Consumer Protection chapter. You can give me answer in chat. Could you please tell me when a producer is designing label, then which right of the consumer protection he is? Yes, very good. Yes, Shubhangi, Anshuka, Anushka, Toshit, Kashish, Harshita, everyone has given me correct answer. Yes, yes, it's right to be informed. So putting a label on the product is required by the law. It is mandatory. Sometime on the label, some information is also made mandatory by the law. Like on all the tobacco products, it is written compulsory that smoking is injurious to health or chewing tobacco is injurious to health. So, and moreover, putting a green dot or red dot, green dot on the vegetarian product and red dot on the non-vegetarian product. It is also compulsory. Why? Because it is required by law. So labeling performs all these five functions in which two are the same, which we have already done in branding and packaging, which two? Identification of the product and promotion of the product. And three are new, which three? Describe, gives the complete description about the product, then grading of the product by changing the color or by mentioning the name of the product, we can do the grading of the product, and promotion And the last one is providing information required by law. Okay, students, so putting the label on the product is very much compulsory by law. So now I'm going to for some MCQs. Only 2 MCQs are there. Yes, Tanmay Jain, I am unmuting you. Other students can solve it. Start reading Tanmay. First MCQ, fast.
Yes, ma'am. The labeling of a pack on a Maggi noodle explain how the product is beneficial for the health and producer to cook the noodle. Identify the function of the labeling being highlighted in the given question. First, help in the promotion of product. Second, identification of the product or brand. Third, describe the product and specify its content. Fourth, providing information required by law.
Yes. Tell me, what is the answer? Yes, it's A. It's not C.
Ma'am,
Helps
A
in, yes, A. Helps in
promotion of
promotion of the
A.
product. It does the promotion because it tells everything about the product. Providing information, here is no information provided by law like green dot or red dot or any statutory warning is not given here. So this cannot be the part D. Question number 2, fast.
Which of the following is not a function of labeling? First, describe the product and specify its content. Second, product protection. Third, grading of products. D, identification of the product or brand.
Yes, what is the answer? Yes, everyone is correct. It's product protection.
Product
Protection is the
protection.
function of which element? Could you please tell me? Product protection is the function of which element of production mix? Where we have studied product protection. Yes, Anmol, very good. Yes, Vaibhav, Anmol, Priyanshi, everyone has given me correct answer. It's packaging. Okay, students. So till now, we have done one portion, or we can say the one mix completed. In that mix, we studied about product mix we have done till now. And in product mix, we studied about branding, packaging, and labeling. So I'm thinking that not to start with a new topic because these three are very much important for your project point of view also. So I'm just going to project point of view now because in your project you have to do all three functions. Very important, all these three functions. So I'll be allotting a project to each and every student. Okay, students. I'll be giving you a project and individual product you have to launch. Your individual project will be there, like suppose some students have taken toothpaste and any other student have taken fairness cream, nail polish, lipstick, any of the product you can select. Chocolates, biscuits, many products we will talk about later on this part. I'll be allotting you products. Then you have to launch your product, and before launching your product you have to do first SWOT analysis. Then you have to, I'm just coming back to the product mix because the topic was product mix, and in detail we can discuss later on. So while doing the product mix of your project or your product, you have to take all these three important decisions. Which three decisions? What will be the brand name of your product? So you have to select a good brand name, suggestive brand name. Then what, how you will be going to package your product. Then thirdly, how you are going to prepare the label of your product. So in branding, you have to decide all both brand, brand name, and brand mark. Brand is a combination of brand name and brand mark. Further, the brand is divided in two parts, brand name and brand mark. Brand name, what I told you, what is brand name? Brand name is that part of brand which can be spoken, and brand mark is that part of brand which cannot be spoken, which can be seen only. Okay, which can be seen only, like, okay, tell me, we will be discussing here some brand name. Tell me any of the brand name of your choice along with its brand mark. Fast, students, I am waiting for your answers. Tell me any of the brand name and tell me what is the, yes, Anmol has written Nike. Yes, very good. And what is its brand mark? What is its brand mark? Yes, Audi. Divya has written. Also along with their brand mark. So Audi we can speak out. So Audi is We can speak out the word Audi. So Audi is the brand name. Okay. And what about the, yes, Adidas, Woodland. Anushka Kothari has given me correct answer. Woodland is the brand name, and Woodland is the brand name, and a tree is its brand mark. Very good. And handshake of Nokia. Very good. Harshita Sharma has given me handshake of Nokia is the brand mark, and Nokia is the brand name. Very good, students. I am waiting for some other answer. Yes, Apple. Kashish Rizvi is writing Apple. Yes, Apple is a brand name. And what is the mark for? Brand mark. Brand mark for Apple. Yes, Naman Jain is writing Galaxy, Puma, Puma Leo. Very good. Very good. So I think this concept, brand name and brand mark, is very much clear to all of you. Yes, Kashish is writing Apple, not the full apple. Kashish, which type of apple is the brand mark of Apple? I'm just waiting for your answer. Which apple? Yes, half apple. Very good. Kata hua apple. Naman Jain is saying yes. Very good, beta. So similarly, for your product, you have to decide a brand name. And while deciding the brand name, you have to consider that all the features like brand name should be suggestive. Brand name, yes, Tira has written with Bluebird. So with that, in that brand name, all the features of the brand name should be there. Like your brand name should be short, simple, easy to pronounce. Like one sauce is there, tomato sauce is there, the name of which is Heinz. So it's not very much easy to pronounce. Some people who are illiterate and cannot spell or cannot pronounce such type of words. So while deciding the brand name, one thing must be in your mind for your product, that your brand name should be simple, short, easy to pronounce. And next important feature is suggestive. Suggestive means it should suggest features of your product, like hair and care. One oil is there which name is hair and care. It means the oil which will be providing care for your hair. So similarly, some other names you can suggest, and it is not necessary that your brand name should be suggestive always. Sometime you may select the attractive brand name may be in some other languages like in French, Chinese, but you must have to consider its meaning in that language as well as in any other language. Okay. So this is all about the brand name. So you have to design your brand, think about your brand name and as well as your brand mark. So that will be complete brand name and brand mark both. Then you will be deciding about the label of your product. Label you have to design. So label, we can see if we are seeing a shampoo bottle, then the label is printed not only on the front side of the bottle, even at the back side of the bottle. So you have to prepare label front side as well as back side. Both side you have to prepare the label. At normally at the front side of the product name is written, some picture or your brand mark is there on the front side. Even if there are any schemes, offer, discount, buy one get one, that is also mentioned on the front side of the product. And at the back side of the product you have to mention MRP, quantity, batch number, expiry date, manufacturing date, marketed by, manufactured by. Sometime product is manufactured by some other person and it is marketed by means sold by. All the advertising and other marketing efforts are put by some other person. So that in that case you have to mention the marketed by and the produced by. Then the ingredients, green dot or red dot, whatever is necessary, that will be put on the, if it is edible product, that it's compulsory to put a green dot or red dot at the front of the product. Okay. Then all the other things, toll free number, customer care number, because that is also mentioned, and guidelines, directions for use, how to, directions for storage. So today's homework is this, that you will be just taking out any packet whichever is there at your home, whether it is of bread, milk. On milk packet also labeling is there. So you have to just read the label. What the other informations, or is there any other new thing which we have not discussed here? So you will be telling me, ma'am, we have seen this new information which I have not told you on the label. So you are going to note down all the points, because in next class I'll be discussing that which product label you have seen and what information you have found over there. Okay, students. So you have to also design the label of your product, and while designing the label, again two side label will be designing. So you will be making in your project file front side as well as the back side. Okay, and then packaging. Then you have to also decide about the packaging of your product. There I told you packaging means designing and manufacturing of the containers, wrappers, jars, boxes, etc., in which the product is to be kept, to be sold. So as we all know that packaging performs the main two functions: protection of the product from the air, heat, moisture, sunlight, as well as the promotion of the product, and same time the identification of the product. Okay, so while deciding the package of your product, you have to think about that whether you are going to all the three levels of the packaging. Three levels I told you: primary level, secondary level, and transportation level. What I told you about primary level? Primary level is the level or the immediate layer of the product or packaging in which the product is actually kept. Product is actually kept. And I told you two things about the primary level, that sometime this primary packaging is thrown when we start to use the product, and sometime it is kept. Actually the product is kept in it, and we will be maintaining the product in the same packaging until the product is finished, like shampoo bottles, fairness cream, medicines. They are coming in bottles. Syrup, so they are coming in bottles and we have to maintain them in the bottle itself. Phenyls and many other things which are coming in some packaging, and the product will be contained in that packaging itself until the product is finally used. And many of the products are there in which packaging is thrown as we start using the product. Can you give me any example of such type of product in which packaging is thrown when we start using the product? Yes, Shruti has given me. Yes, very good. That is, I think, example for yes, soap. Very good. As जैसे ही हम सोप को स्टार्ट करते हैं, अपने बाथरूम में लेके जाते हैं यूज करने के लिए, हम क्या करते हैं? सोप की पैकेजिंग निकाल कर उसको थ्रो कर देते हैं. वेरी गुड. चॉकलेट, चॉकलेट को भी थ्रो कर देते हैं. वेरी गुड. Cardboard box. Yes, yes. Anushka Kothari. Cardboard box is not the primary packaging. Here we are talking about the primary packaging only. Yes. Shampoo pouches. Yes. Socks. Yes. एक पॉलिथीन बैग में जो सॉक्स आती हैं, तो हम जब सॉक्स पहनना स्टार्ट करते हैं तो हम उसको थ्रो कर देते हैं. Similarly with the Maggi chip. Very good. Chips packet. Now tell me some products. Uh, Now here I am talking about the secondary level of the packaging. Secondary level means additional layer which is given to the product to give them more protection, in which the additional layer in which the actually product is kept. Actually the primary package of the product is kept, and mostly the second layer is thrown when we start to use the product. Yes, cardboard box of toothpaste. Yes, shoes box. Yes, bundle of Parle-G packets. Then makeup boxes. Yes, very good. Yes, toothpaste box, shaving cream, and sometime we can see that the, yes, powder box. Yes, and all the medicine syrups bottle comes in the cardboard box, and under that we can find a bottle of the medicine. So have you ever seen that on the cardboard box as well as on the inner package, same label is there or something is different? Tell me. Yes, Priyanshu, I think you are very much interested in gymming, so that's why you have written protein box. Very good. Yes, बताओ बेटा, क्या लेबल इनर प्रोडक्ट पे और जो बाहर वाला कार्डबोर्ड बॉक्स है उस पे सेम लेबल होता है या कुछ डिफरेंट होता है, या बाहर वाला पैकेट खाली होता है पूरा अंदर ही लेबल होता है, या सिर्फ बाहर वाले पे लेबल होता है अंदर पूरा खाली होता है? टेल मी. यस, यस. Anshika Agarwal and everyone is saying Nishtha, Anshika, Anushka that same label होता है. Now could you please give me the reason कि एक कंपनी सेकेंडरी लेवल और प्राइमरी लेवल दोनों पर सेम लेबलिंग क्यों कर रही है? यस, क्यों ऐसा होता है? जस्ट रेज योर हैंड. आई विल अनम्यूट ऑल दोज हु वांट टू स्पीक समथिंग ऑन दिस टॉपिक. कि बाहर वाला तो फेंकना ही है ना हमने. यस वरुण, आई हैव अनम्यूटेड यू.
In the packing that it is of the same brand.
यस,
That's
एनी
why.
अदर रीजन? यस. वेरी गुड रीजन फिरा, यू आर राइटिंग, ताकि कोई दूसरी कंपनी वो प्रोडक्ट निकाल के अपनी पैकिंग में ना डाल कर दे दे. वेरी गुड. आई एम जस्ट वेटिंग फॉर another answer or some more answer? Why other students are? Yes, Naman Jain. Yes, Naman, bolo beta. Speak little bit
मैम
louder.
आइडेंटिफिकेशन में आसानी हो।
हाँ, वेरी गुड। आइडेंटिफिकेशन में आसानी हो। नाउ इमेजिन कि आपने जो प्रोडक्ट अंदर रखा है पैकिंग के, उस पे पूरा लेबल है और बाहर वाला बिल्कुल खाली है, उस पे लेबल है ही नहीं, है ना? और कुछ नमन आप बोलना चाहोगे और कुछ? आई हैव अगेन अनम्यूटेड यू।
नो मैम।
बस हो गया। यस, सेलर के लिए इजी हो जाएगा
यस।
आइडेंटिफिकेशन के लिए। अंशिका इज सेइंग यस, एवरीवन इज सेइंग करेक्टली। मतलब ये सोचो कि वो बाहर वाले बॉक्स पे भी पैकिंग लेबलिंग कर रहा है, अंदर वाले पे भी कर रहा है, बाहर वाला तो किसी काम आएगा ही नहीं जैसे ही वो प्रोडक्ट स्टार्ट करेंगे यूज करना। तो एक्चुअली प्रोडक्ट प्रमोशन इज डन बाय द आउटर बॉक्स, because at that time the consumer is buying the product, they are not seeing the inner label, they are just checking the outer label. Yes, very good, they are just checking the outer label and they are buying the product. Now this is the requirement, that's why they have done on the outer label. Now what is the need of doing labeling on inner side? Inner side, हाँ yes, कोई बताना चाहता है इनर साइड पे क्यों चाहिए? यस नमन, नमन
अगर हमें
यस।
लूज में प्रोडक्ट लेना हो
हाँ हाँ,
तो फिर उसके लिए जो हमें डिटेल्स चाहिए होती है वो लूज मतलब प्राइमरी पैकेजिंग पे भी चाहिए होती है, अगर कभी लूज में लेना हो तो।
नहीं बेटा, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि आप प्रोडक्ट लूज में लेंगे। अगर आप
तो
लूज में लेंगे तो
मतलब
अंदर ट्यूब है, सपोज टूथपेस्ट की ट्यूब है, तो आप उसका मतलब वो निकाल कर एक ट्यूब थोड़ी ना लोगे।
जी
यस, वेरी गुड अंशिका, यू हैव गिवन मी करेक्ट आंसर। कस्टमर आइडेंटिफाई कर सके प्रोडक्ट घर पे। सपोज आपने टूथपेस्ट ले लिया, ठीक है, अब आप उसको यूज करने लगे, तो जैसे ही आपने यूज करना स्टार्ट किया, आपने उसकी आउटर लेयर को फेंक दिया, है ना? अब अगर कभी फ्यूचर में 1 महीने बाद 2 महीने बाद आपको कुछ चेक करना है कि उस टूथपेस्ट में क्या क्या प्रोडक्ट है या उसकी एक्सपायरी डेट क्या है, कहीं ऐसा ना हो आप एक्सपायर्ड यूज कर रहे हो, तो आप तो आउटर लेबल फेंक चुके हो। अगर अंदर वाले लेबल पर सारी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं होगी अंदर वाले प्रोडक्ट पर, तो यू आर no, you will not be able to read that information again. सिमिलरली जो दवाई की बॉटल होती है उसके अंदर भी पूरा लेबल होता है, बाहर वाले बॉक्स पे भी होता है। जैसे ही हम यूज करना स्टार्ट करते हैं, हम बाहर वाला बॉक्स फेंक देते हैं। सपोज 3 महीने बाद हमें उस दवाई को दोबारा से यूज करना है, उस मेडिसिन को, तो हम यूज करने से पहले उसकी एक्सपायरी डेट हमेशा चेक करेंगे, मेडिसिन की करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे? यस। तो अगर अंदर वाले लेबल पर ये सब कुछ मेंशन ही नहीं होगा, बैच नंबर, एक्सपायरी डेट, mainly expiry date is needed, and sometime we also want to see the ingredients, maybe हमने पहले कभी ingredients ना देखे हो, बाद में हमें पता चला कि उस मेडिसिन में कुछ नॉन वेज कंटेंट है, हमें कहीं से पता चला, तो we want to check whether the non veg content is there or not, so ingredients must be mentioned there. तो आउटर लेयर तो हम थ्रो कर देते हैं, बट आउटर लेयर पे लेबलिंग क्यों चाहिए? क्योंकि आउटर लेयर ही प्रोडक्ट को प्रमोट करती है, प्रोटेक्शन भी करती है और प्रमोट भी करती है। जब हम प्रोडक्ट खरीदते हैं तो एक्चुअली हम बाहर वाला जो कार्डबोर्ड बॉक्स है उसको देखकर ही खरीदते हैं, हम अंदर से निकाल के नहीं देखते हैं। इफ यू वांट वी कैन सी, बट एवरीथिंग विल बी सेम। तो व्हाट एवर इज इनर लेबल दैट इज मेंशन ऑन द आउटर लेबल, so it will be decided by you ki whether you are taking two levels, these two levels, or only one level. You can take only primary level, secondary level is not compulsory, okay, you can take only primary level. Second thing, transportation packaging, which is required by all. So in your project work, everyone has to select at least 2 levels of packaging, primary level and transportation level. Secondary level is up to your choice, whether you want to select it or not. If you want to add up some more goodness to your product, आप उसको थोड़ा और अच्छा दिखाना चाहते हैं, लाइक अगर आप देखो कि जो बिस्किट्स होते हैं, जो थोड़े एक्सपेंसिव वाले बिस्किट होते हैं, 70 रुपीज 80 रुपीज वाला जो पैकेट होता है, उसमें 2 लेयर होती है पैकेजिंग की, अंदर पॉली बैग में बिस्किट होते हैं और ऊपर कार्डबोर्ड बॉक्स होता है, तो दैट इज द सेकेंड लेयर। तो अगर आप थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि अगर आप 2 लेयर लगाएंगे पैकेजिंग की तो आपकी कॉस्ट भी बढ़ेगी। तो इफ यू आर कॉस्ट कॉन्शियस तो डेफिनेटली आप सेकेंड लेयर में नहीं जाएंगे, बट अगर आपको प्रोडक्ट को थोड़ा अट्रैक्टिव बनाना है, थोड़ा अच्छा दिखाना है, तो आप प्राइमरी के साथ साथ सेकेंडरी भी यूज कर सकते हैं। सो इट विल बी टोटली योर चॉइस कि आपको प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी दोनों लेना है या सिर्फ प्राइमरी ही लेना है। ओके, सो टुडेज क्लास आई एम एंडिंग हियर। तो आज हमने प्रोडक्ट मिक्स एंड कर लिया है, टुमारो विल स्टार्ट विथ प्राइस मिक्स। ओके स्टूडेंट्स।